Hello.
And there you are, ladies and gentlemen. This is a connection. Hello, let me adjust this. Okay. Ooh.
Oh. I did my.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is. Oh, that's wonderful. I even shaved today for you.
Fantastic.
How you doing? How's things in Chicago?
Good. It's still chilly here.
Okay.
So, but I'm good. Pancakes keeping me busy.
Pancake. Pancake is the dog, right?
Yes.
At some point, is he or she Pancake?
It's a she.
It's a she Pancake.
It's a she.
Is she going to have an appearance at some point?
I'm sure that we can arrange that.
Okay, let's think about that.
Okay.
Let me welcome everybody to our interview today. We have half a dozen people with us, and this will grow as our star quality bathes the internet. Correct?
Correct.
Well, Pamela Williams, mezzo-soprano, originally from Georgia, correct?
Correct.
Georgia is in the south of the United States, where you have Coca-Cola, whatever, NASA? No, not NASA. But you have peaches.
We have peaches. We have peanuts.
You have Atlanta.
And we have CNN.
Oh, you have CNN. There you go. And Atlanta is in Georgia, of course.
What is?
Atlanta?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. I'm sorry for my accent. It's a little bit rusty. My English is a little bit rusty.
You're darling, though.
Oh, please stop. Please. So, okay. I thought we would start this wonderful interview because people are so curious about us.
All 6 people.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. Yeah. And I thought we should start this interview telling the people a little bit about how we met.
Okay.
Okay. And you correct me if I'm wrong. Okay.
Will do.
We met in Columbia, Missouri, correct?
Correct.
You were a master's student, and I, much younger, was an undergrad.
Yes.
Yeah. The much younger is the lie, because what happens is I was late, and so what happens is there was you, Caroline Wura, John Miles, Melinda Lean,
Christina
Deaton. So there was all these wonderful people, and we were all students of this phenomenal voice teacher called Costanza Cucaro.
Costanza!
Correct. And let's say that she brought a lot of life into our lives. That too. And
okay,
there you go.
Good.
Okay. And then Columbia, Missouri was a great school for us. I mean, I felt like I was like the big fish in a small pond.
Yes, I was not. I was the small fish in the small pond in Columbia, Missouri.
But then fate came into our lives, and Costanza Cucaro, Miss Cucaro, and Dr. Penarwood, an angel that came into our life.
Yes.
It was Miss Cucaro, a great voice teacher, and Dr. Penarwood, her husband, who was also our accompanist. It was like a luxurious accompanist that we had in our studio. Phenomenal. But then Miss Cucaro got a job in Indiana University.
Correct.
And then many of her students, including you and I, moved to Indiana.
Correct.
And then I was miserable.
Yes, you were. And I was a big fish in a big school.
That was awesome. I love that story. I it was one of those things like, oh, me, Alex, I'm going to be so famous.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this ego crusher in a way that, you know, it's like nothing survived. I was miserable. But, you know, you were like totally like, okay, this is my field. I'm going to do this thing here and I'm going to sing. I'm not going to sing Kadisha here.
Second cast Kadisha.
I was cast as Maestro too.
Yes, you were, and you were fabulous.
All the words
miserable and fabulous.
God, it was the bottom. It was the bottom of the well. But it was also a shortcut to my second life, and that's what was interesting, because that's where I figured out that I was not going to make it as a professional singer as I thought I would. Right. And I had to figure out something else. And you did as a professional singer.
Yes, but not in the way that I planned.
Correct, and that's where I want to start this talk. How did it happen? What happens in this interview is that we're doing this live, and then this interview remains on YouTube for future generations.
Fantastic.
But what I'm telling here is, I think it's a good story for people who are starting to study voice, to study music, to understand how it works out. I mean, how the real world comes into our lives, because we think something. Oh, I'm going to be Pavarotti, and that's the way it is.
Right.
But there's millions of other ways. I became a conductor. And what happened with you?
I became a full-time chorister at Lyric Opera of Chicago.
Lyric Opera of Chicago, one of the leading opera houses in the world.
Yes.
So this is phenomenal. I watched Eugenia Onegin in the Chicago Lyric. I thought I was going to die. It was a phenomenal performance. Yeah. What is the daily life of a chorus member in the Chicago Lyric?
We normally work about 8 months out of the year. Mm-hmm. And we start music rehearsals at the beginning of the season.
Which is?
Usually in August, September, we begin music rehearsals. Mm-hmm. And then our first stagings usually begin in September, with an opening of the first show at the end of September or the beginning of October.
Okay. And then you work until March or April, right?
Correct.
And you get paid for these 8 months?
Correct. A salary.
Salary. And on the other 4 months, what do you do?
Then I go and visit my friends, or I go and sing for my friends in Brazil.
That's true. Pamela Williams, for those of you, many of our audience members, they were with us here in Brazil. Pamela Williams came for a few engagements here in Brazil. She sang Traviata. She did a concert with piano, a recital with piano, and then a couple of other dinner and stuff like that.
Right.
But it was great having you here. Thank you so much for trusting us and coming.
I loved it. I loved it every minute and every person.
Phenomenal. Okay, so that was the first part of our interview. That wasn't hard, was it?
We did good.
We did good. Now, in our first intermission, we have okay. In our first intermission, we have a vocal challenge.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna sing a Brazilian lullaby, and you're gonna sing an American lullaby. Is that okay?
I wish you had told me to do that, but.
That's what I do with all our guests.
That's fantastic.
Yesterday there was a flutist here flutist.
Yes, one of those.
Okay, so there was a flutist here, and I said, okay, why don't you play us some Debussy? And she was, well, okay. And then she plays Relax, which was perfect. It was wonderful. Anyway, so I'm going to sing for us, for the audience, a Brazilian lullaby. Okay, it's short. This will go.
Okay.
Boy, 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 boy da cara preta, pegue esse menino que tem medo de careta. That's all. It's very soft. You sing 18 times until the baby is asleep.
Fantastic. I like that one.
Now it's your turn. Okay, thank you.
I only know the Brahms lullaby.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Please.
Okay. I don't know the
And you can do
English words to it.
You can sing in German. Or you can sing in boo 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 boo.
Okay. Guten Abend, gute Nacht, mein Brotlein bedacht, mit Näglein besteckt, schlupf unter die Deck. That's good enough.
That's wonderful. I love you.
I love you.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much. See, we get many little hearts going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so sweet. Okay, so what is your favorite opera?
Prose. What is my favorite opera?
Yes.
I learned the answer to that question a few years ago when Lyric Opera did Rusalka, Dvorak's Rusalka for the first time.
Really?
Really. It was the most amazing production with the most amazing Rusalka and beautiful cast. And standing backstage in between the choral bits and hearing all of the music, I learned that was my favorite opera of all time.
Oh my God.
It's the music is stunning. The story is so tragic.
I know, like all operas that we like, right? The more tragic, the better. So.
Exactly. And Ana Maria Martinez, one of our favorite, is she was our Rusalka, and she was fabulous and so touching. So that did it for me.
Oh, that's phenomenal. What is and you in the lyric? One of the most exciting things that happen in the lyric is that you get to work with world-class artists. I mean, you work with the top-notch singers in the world. Who was the nicest singers, the nicest male singer, and the nicest female singer that worked with you? Like best personality, if you can remember.
I can. We actually gave for the female singer. I'll go back to Ana Maria Martinez, who sings at Lyric every year or two. And we actually decided to make a plaque and give her an award for being the nicest person in opera.
Really?
Yes, because she's genuinely one of the kindest, sweetest people that graces our stage. However, there are several other runner-ups, especially the females. There's so many nice people. Sandra Radvanovsky is a dream. Siobhan Stagg, who was our Cendrillon, darling. I mean, just sweet, sweet people. And without a doubt, I mean, there's many, many very kind and very sweet people. But one of the nicest, genuinely nicest men is Brandon Jovanovic.
Oh, really?
Yes. Wonderful tenor. He was supposed to be in our ring cycle. He also did...
the ring that didn't happen.
The ring that didn't happen.
For our audience to understand, Chicago Lyric, obviously, like the rest of the world, that's why we're doing this interview. That's why we can do this interview. Chicago Lyric is on, how do you call it, quarantine?
Yes.
Quarantine. And so they were preparing for the ring cycle, for the whole ring cycle?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
We were going to do 2 performances of Götterdämmerung and then open 3 consecutive weeks of the entire ring cycle.
oh my God, I'm so sad to hear that.
Yep.
Wow.
And it was stunning with the most fabulous cast in the world. We hope that one day we'll have a chance to do it again, invite back as many of those cast members as possible. I mean, we dream that it can happen someday down the road.
Oh boy, what a bum. I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, we just in a much smaller scale, of course, but we just heard that the festival that we were going to sing in Lisbon, Portugal, got canceled. So I was taking my female choir in June, but it just got canceled. So, you know, it's all around the world. How's let's talk 1 minute about this. How's things up there in the US? Because they haven't reached us yet. We're kind of on that wait period, which is horrible because it can't do anything, and it seems like it's an exaggeration. Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
I think it's really challenging because there's so many people that see it from both sides. Some people don't really believe the severity of it. Other people see the severity of it. We just found out last night that the USA has topped the amount of cases in the world. So it's pretty challenging. I've been at home in my house for 3 or 4 days without getting out, other than being in the yard walking my dog. Fortunately, the weather stinks still right now.
Oh, good. So is it what 10 degrees or something like that?
I don't know what the Celsius is.
Sorry. Yeah, 40, 50.
Maybe in the 30s and 40s.
Wow.
Still.
So ela está dizendo que está cerca de 0 grau, entre 0 e 5 centígrados lá. Okay.
Yeah.
And and I mean, we just heard. Yeah, last night was horrible because we just heard of 2 Brazilian choir conductors who died.
I heard that. I'm so sorry.
Horrible, and they were phenomenal. Especially one of them who had worked with many people from Indiana, including Carmen Tellez and Eric Stark. Many people that, and she's absolutely phenomenal. One of the leading conductors in Brazil, and she was in her early 60s. So horrible. And for us singers, we're particularly horrified, right? Because it's something that we can't get it basically. Right. Like it's horrifying. So, okay, this is the end of our second. This is the end of our second. Part of the interview, the second part of the interview, and that means we have a second challenge, a second vocal challenge. Yay! It's first it was a lullaby. Now it's any children's song. Any children's song. You can sing Mary Had a Little Lamb. I don't care. I'm gonna start and I'm gonna sing one so that you have 30 seconds to think about something phenomenal to sing. Okay. So the second challenge, it is a Brazilian children's song, okay? And I'm gonna sing opera style, okay? Oh, good. Remember SNL Opera Man?
Yes, this is him.
Something like that. So, tirei o pau no gato, mas o gato não morreu. Dona Chica Cadinho virou cessé do berro que o gato deu.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you so much. Now it's your turn. Top that.
Okay. Do you want it in opera woman style or
you can do whatever you want on earth.
Okay.
Remember that this will be on YouTube forever.
Great. I'm so excited. Okay. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Boom, boom.
Oh my God, you sang better than me.
No.
Oh, please. Oh, come on.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah. So now we go into the last part of our interview. I'm taking track of time here.
Okay.
Let me see. What are your plans? This is a horrible question, isn't it?
What?
What are your plans? As in, would you like to go shopping?
I would love to, but I can't.
There's a national curfew. You can't go to a mall.
I feel like there's a nap in my plans at some point this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, that's true. You're 2 hours behind. I'm looking at my clock here, and it says it's 4:20. It's 2:20 for you, right?
Right.
Amazing. So
it's time for a nap.
It's time for a nap. I actually took mine. That's why my hair is kind of no. Yes, excellent. So we talked about plans. I want to go shopping. You want to take a nap. Those are nice plans.
Mm-hmm.
And what does the Chicago Lyric has planned for whenever it reopens?
We should open, hopefully, if all goes well, in August for sure. We'll start back with
this season has been canceled.
We're still waiting to hear about the musical, but I don't anticipate the musical that would start in May. I don't anticipate that they'll be doing that. I hope they do, but
Of course. I doubt it too.
If not, the regular season of the opera season will start in August, September, and we'll open the season with Cavalleria Rusticana and.
Oh my God, that's wonderful! The chorus for that is phenomenal. I love singing that. I love singing that so much. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And anything else in the that you remember from next season?
Marriage of Figaro.
Oh, cool.
Attila, the Verdi.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. There's a couple of new things. Lessons in Love and Loss or something. It's a new opera. It's new to me for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. I can't remember.
That's okay.
It's a great season. It's full. Oh, Samson and Delilah.
Sanson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let's invite all of our audience to come to Chicago next year.
Yeah, you can stay at my house.
Oh, phenomenal. Actually, I did. There's this nice little story. Once I was coming back, I was very chic, and I used to live in the United States. And once I lost my flight to Brazil because of a connection or something like that. And Pamela went to get me at O'Hare Airport, and she gave me shelter for a night.
Because I love you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much, Pamela. You're just the best.
I know.
It was awesome. You cooked for me and tears. Phenomenal. And let me see. I guess we now arrived at the final challenge of our interview, just before we end it. And it's for us to sing a song together.
Good.
But the problem is that because of the delay, we can't sing it together. We actually have to sing one verse each.
Okay.
So, and it's one of your favorite songs. The challenge is picking the key that the two of us will be able to sing.
It is a challenge.
I guess you can even guess what song it is. No.
Yep.
It is You'll Never Walk Alone.
I love that one.
Which is perfect for this, for all this mess that we're in.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Pam, one of the things that for this is for our audience. English is tricky. One of the things that I came to know about Pam is that she's very religious, and the two of us, religion for me is something a little different. I am very religious, but in my own way, and I always joke that God is so smart and funny because he gave me a job at a church.
Exactly.
I always say that. And, you know, I was a person who never went to church regularly, although I'm baptized Catholic like most Brazilians. And then suddenly I got this church job in Columbia, Missouri, which was the best job I've ever had in my whole life. It was amazing. Yes. It opened my heart, my mind. People were phenomenal. And I learned to worship in a church set. It was phenomenal. And, you know, I think that this song, we learn to see God anywhere we want and all that sort of stuff. And I believe, you know, that when you mentioned that, I said, do you have any plans? And you said, oh, I think I see a nap. And I thought you were talking, you know, the two of us make a lot of jokes and all that. But I thought you were talking in the sense that the earth is kind of taking a nap at this moment. It's a weird thing that it's as if God made us stop and stop and think about everything that's going on. Stop and let's rethink what is really important for us in life. And suddenly people are, the other day was talking, I saw, I think it was John Miles, our baritone friend from Pennsylvania, who was typing something like, now that everybody is locked at home, everybody's thinking about the need for art and how it is important to all of us and how it opens our hearts and et cetera, et cetera. So I would like to sing this with you in this sense of we're not alone. We're alone at homes. We're secluded in our own homes, but we are all together in this.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Agreed. 100%. So,
let's think of a key that the two of us can sing this, and I think
I'll start it.
Okay.
The lower key.
Because what
you can get the high notes at the end.
Okay, sound good. And I'll go into falsetto if I have to.
Okay. Okay.
So you sing one verse, I sing another. Then you sing one, I sing another.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark.
At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of the lark.
Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown.
Walk on, with hope much, Pamela Williams. I think before we finish,
Yes.
as we spread peace and joy across the world, let's have a look at Pancake.
Okay, let me go find her. She's taking a nap.
Okay, that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting for Pancake to appear. Okay, this is very important. Whoa! Pancake! What's up? How are you, Pancake? Oh, she's excited.
There it is.
Oh my God.
Well, that's what she thinks of us.
She is very excited. I think we've made it.
She's hyper.
Yeah.
She's hyper.
Yeah. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Pamela Williams,
I love you.
And it's been an amazing joy to have you here at Interview with the Maestro.
Yay!
And this video will then be permanent forever for future generations to observe at Ekai's YouTube. And I'll send you a link when it's ready if you ever want to watch it.
Okay.
And I really would like to thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview. And I hope everything goes okay, and we'll be able to hug each other either in Chicago or in Brasilia in the near future. Okay?
I look forward to it.
Thank you very much. God
Love
bless
you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.